Hello FutureMakers, welcome to TeacherPreneur. Your students should not only know what they are doing, but they should also know the how and why aspect of it. And you know when that happens? When your students have complete attention to what you are saying in the class. Sounds impossible, right? We understand that in today's era of reels and shorts, it's really difficult to grab the attention of your kids in an actual classroom. But you don't have to worry at all, because in today's video, TeacherPreneur is here to discuss strategies on how to grab the attention of your students in your classroom. Now that I have your attention, let's get started. First and the foremost tip to grab the attention of the students is to start off strong. You must start off amazingly well as a teacher so that the remaining class, you don't have to struggle to grab their attention, but they're already onto what you're going to do in this class. We won't talk much about how to start a class in this video because we've already made 2 videos on how to start a class. Go watch them after you finish watching this video, and I'm sure they will be of great help to you. The next tip that helps gain attention of your students is through change of tone and voice. Sometimes you have to really be loud to tell your students that you are clear about your instructions, and sometimes you have to be really soft so that the students want to know what you're talking about. And because they want to know what you're talking about, you have their full attention. Raising or lowering your tone of voice will actually give them a signal that there is something going on in the class and they need to pay attention. Trust me, it really helps. The next way to grab the attention of your students in the classroom is to use a whistle. Alternatively, you could also use a bell. Just like these 2 things grabbed your attention in the video, it will grab the attention of your students as well. Don't take 2 loud whistles just like this one. You could have a subtle whistle or a bell that is enough for your classroom, and people outside your classroom should not be disturbed because of the sound. But it should be loud enough so that your students understand that they have to pay attention. The 4th tip that we have for you to gain attention in the classroom is to involve your students as much as possible. Ask mini questions instead of a big question for one person to answer. Divide your whole question into smaller parts so that it gets linked from one student to other, and this way you automatically have their attention. For example, if I want my primary kids to learn about counting, this is how I will let the class know. Hi students, what are you all sitting on?
Benches.
Perfect. So how many benches do you think are there in the first row? Darling, can you count?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Awesome. Stop. After which I want Ria to continue.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Stop, Ria. Perfect. Okay, now in this row. Yes, my dear. Can you count?
9, 10, 11, 12.
Awesome. Wait. Next. Yes, you start counting.
13, 14, 15, 16.
Very well. Amazing. Stop there. Very good, students. Very good. Now, can you all tell me what is giving us air in this classroom?
AC.
Perfect. So, how many ACs are there in the classroom?
1, 2.
Very good. Yeah, so we have 2 ACs and 16 benches in this classroom. Correct?
Yes.
So, now do you think counting is very difficult or is it easy?
It is easy.
Very good. So today we learn counting beyond 20 because up to 20 we all know, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Our next way to grab attention from your students is to use visuals. By visual we mean getting a very big picture in the classroom and get all the eyes on that picture. You do not have to comment on the picture. You have to let the students talk about the picture. For example, for an EVS classroom where we have to teach the kids about recyclable and non-recyclable waste, rather than directly going to the concept, I would suggest get a picture of this sort in the classroom and let the students talk about it. Later, you could use examples from the same picture to teach them about recyclable and non-recyclable waste. And towards the end of your classroom, you could let the students tell you which among this picture is a recyclable waste and which among these picture is non-recyclable waste. In this way, students will have complete attention throughout the class and your concept will be really clear in their mind. Do give it a try. So if you're taking the class and you think a few of your students are making noise, what you could do is carry a ball to your classroom every time and then just say the name of your student and throw the ball in the air. Ansh!
Yes, teacher.
Very good, Ansh. Thank you. And you have to continue this game until you have the attention from your students. Ayush!
Yes, teacher.
And in this way, they will fall in love with your teaching and pay attention too. If you do not remember the name of each of your students, do not worry. We have already made a video about how to remember the names of your students. You could watch it and definitely learn most of the names of your students. The next short way that works in a classroom is to use humor. Everybody loves to laugh, and silly lame jokes sometimes also pave the way to have a good relationship with your students. You yourself can have a backup of a few jokes in your head, or you could just grab any student and let them say a joke in the class. Trust me, they will all enjoy, and if it's a lame joke, they will all be so involved in the class that you can then take up a topic that's really important, and in this way you will build a connection as well as grab attention. Another thing that you could do in your classroom is to give a surprising fact or a code that will actually make everybody think. For example, if you're teaching about water, you could just enter the class and say, "Dear students, did you know that 70% of our earth is just made up of water and nothing else?" Water is really an important resource of our life. Don't you think so? So today we are going to learn more about water. Also, if you pay attention throughout the class, towards the end of the class, I will also tell you how there is a connection between water and your body weight. If you want to know that fact, then stay tuned till the end of the class and let us finish quickly what we have to learn today. In this way, they will be really excited about what you are going to teach towards the end of the class, and hence they'll be really quiet and listen to you more attentive. One more creative way to get involved in your classroom is through games. When you start to understand that kids are getting really bored or lethargic in the class, all you have to do is grab any name and ask him or her to do something funny. For example, Deep, can you tell me days of the week in a reverse position?
Sunday, Saturday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday.
Very good. This is how it's supposed to be. If the kid is fumbling, all other kids will help him, and if he's not fumbling, everybody will clap for him. This way you have complete attention in your class. Kids are all yours. The next way to ensure that your students are listening to you is to have effective classroom management. I won't talk much about how to manage a class because we've already made 2 videos on how to manage a class. The link of these videos will be in the description box below. You could watch them if you think you are facing difficulty in managing your student. Last but not the least, always thank your students who've paid attention before leaving the class. This will give you brownie points, and this will show them appreciation of the behavior that they showed in the class. Because you appreciated them, they will repeat that behavior, and other people in the lieu of the appreciation will try and behave like them. So that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching the whole video. At the end, I would only like to tell you that a good teacher is like a good entertainer. They first need to hold the attention of their audience and then teach their lesson. By doing activities that we suggested in today's video, you will come out as a teacher who's surprising, amazing, and that's why kids are gonna love you even more. We hope you liked today's video. If you did, please hit the like button. Comment and tell us which strategy was your favorite one, and we would love to hear from you. Share this video with your teacher friends and family, and subscribe to TeacherPreneur and press that bell icon to be a part of the FutureMakers family. See you soon.